one of the most prevalent patterns is reducing the present moment to a means to an end. It could be a simple thing like you get up in the morning and you're getting ready to go to work. What is the quality of your doing during that time of getting ready to go out? Are you able to be present in what you're doing, or is the doing no more than a means to an end? And that's a huge difference. Whether you fold your pajama after and put it on your bed, do you give it attention? Is it a pleasant thing to do? Do you acknowledge the being of this pajama and feel the texture and give it some loving attention, and then you put it away? Or is it, what's the next thing, and the next, and the next? This habit is always there. The present moment is the stepping stone, and not much more than a stepping stone to the next moment, which is always a mental projection, because it never comes. The next moment never comes. Does it? No, I don't think it does, because when the next moment comes, it's the present moment. So the next moment doesn't come, it can never arrive. There's only this moment. But if your habit is to treat this moment most of the time as a means of getting to the next moment, so not being fully in it, but mentally being somewhere else, and then so the basic attitude is, I just need to get this moment out of the way. Then I will get to a better one. And that is a very deep-seated pattern that prevents you from being present. But it's only when I voice it like this that it becomes apparent to you, because otherwise you won't even see it, because it's so normal to live in such a way that unconsciously you don't tell yourself in your mind that I just need to get this moment out of the way because the next one will be better. That is an unspoken and unconscious assumption behind what you do. And it's not only, people also treat entire life periods in that way. Then it's not only, of course, most fundamentally the present moment, but they also treat entire chunks of their life in that way. For example, you're waiting for the weekend, so it's only 2 more days of having to go to work, and then there comes, or you're waiting for something else, getting a better job, finding the person who is going to make me happy. It's only, in the meantime, I'm just ticking over. I'm just waiting for, what's the expression? I'm waiting for the big break or whatever. I'm waiting for the big thing to happen, and finally I can start living. When that happens, whatever form that takes, when that happens, then my life will really start. And that's another way, another manifestation of the same dysfunction. And of course, sometimes life does get better. Of course, it doesn't, if you are now living in unpleasant surroundings, perhaps it's noisy, or it's too cold or too warm or cramped or whatever it is. You might have a job that's repetitive. You're waiting to get out of that. Feel lonely. One relationship has come to an end, another one hasn't started yet. I'm just waiting. And so you're hoping that things will get better, and sometimes they do get better, but the habit pattern is deeply ingrained, and even if the situation gets better, then you'll be waiting for something else. Because no situation can ever completely satisfy you. No person, no condition, no situation. If you feel that an improvement is highly desirable in your life situation, that's okay. But it's much more likely to happen if you give more attention to the present moment rather than trying to get away from the present moment or denying it, always making it into a means to an end. If you give more your fullest attention to this moment, the so-called future is much more likely to improve. The so-called future, because there is no future. When it comes, it's the present moment, a little strange paradox.